that matter to me, listen, are the ones whose opinions cause me to change my behavior. If their opinion doesn't cause you to change your behavior, then they don't matter. There are very few people that matter to me. My wife, Paula, Eden and Aaron, my girls, Brother Tenney, David Scott, few people whose opinions cause me to change my behavior. The word matter is derived from the word mater, M-A-T-E-R, which is where we get the word maternal, which is where we get the word mother. And the word mother means to nourish something. So the people who matter to me, who should matter to you, are the ones who nourish you. If somebody doesn't like the way your hair is fixed or how you look, it doesn't matter because they don't matter. Matter is anything that has weight and takes up space. Anything can be matter. But when matter is used as a verb, it means to have value, to have content, to be significant. You're not just matter, you are matter that matters. And when you realize that you are matter that matters, the word material comes from the word matter, and so does the word matrimony. Then you become marriage material. Don't worry about it, you'll get it later. Okay, so here we go. Third grade, fourth grade. Fourth grade was Miss Lehman. Yeah, Miss Lehman and Miss Hart. Fifth grade, Miss Cormier and Miss Ledette. Miss Cormier and Miss Ledette, I had on my report card, there was an area not just for grades, but for conduct. And in the box that says talks too much, there were 2 letter U's. There was a double U. There's a prophecy. 2 U's, get it? The Y, remember how that worked out? Are you with me? 2 U's, and those U's were initialed by each teacher to let my mama know that in Miss Cormier's class, he talks too much. And in Miss Ledette's class, he talks too much. You see, what they weren't realizing was my mouth was a key to my destiny. That's why they call me motor mouth. You got to get comfortable with who you are. And what my whole goal in today is to get you to be comfortable in your calling, because you're called. See, everybody in here is called, but you got to figure out what that calling is. What is your calling? It was in the 9th grade that I received the baptism of the Holy Ghost. I was a freshman in high school. And as a freshman in high school, I did something no other freshman in high school was doing at that time that I know of. And that was I carried my Bible to school. I carried it everywhere I went. I didn't put it in my book sack. I didn't hide it in my desk. I carried it in my hand. It was always on top of my other books. Why? I'm glad you asked. Because people would say, why do you have that textbook? Why do you have that Bible? And I'd say, never thought you would ask. And it gave me an opportunity to to witness. I remember in the 9th grade, we had a substitute teacher, and the kids were picking at me in freshman homeroom class. They said, come on, Cliff, preach to us. So I looked at the substitute teacher. She said, so the kids turned their desk and they all faced me. And I started preaching, just sharing my testimony, telling about the Holy Ghost. Some of them laughed, some of them were convicted. They all walked out. Didn't think anything great happened until I went to the substitute teacher to tell her thank you. Both hands were on her head. Her head was facing the desk. She was looking down. When she looked up, tears had been rolling down her face. She was weeping. The black mascara had run down her face and dripped onto the grade book and smeared the grades of everyone in homeroom class. So people who had F's quite possibly got A's because somebody was fulfilling their calling. I am telling you, this is the key to keeping it alive. I am so sick of dead, unconfident, cowardly Christians. I know what you want. Right here, right here. I know what you want, right here. That's what you're looking for. That's why I'm going to work. That's why I'm getting a degree. This is what I want. Really? Is that what you want? Ah, how did that happen? I'll tell you how this happened. This dollar bill was a result of a very nice copy machine I have in my office. It prints in color. It's really great. I thought, well, man, if it can print in color, copy's really good. And I'll just see what it does with a dollar bill. And it did that. But I'm no fool. I'm like, who wants to make copies of dollar bills? So I took a 20. When I took a 20, this is what came out. Can you see that? Back up a little bit. Make it so they can see the whole page. It's yellow. Man, I started checking the toner in my printer. I started looking at error codes, nothing. I called the local bank because I'm smart like that. I asked them, why won't my copier make a good copy of a $20 bill? Brains, see? Brains. They said, Mr. LeJeune, the new digital age copiers have the ability to detect the security strip within the new $20 bill. And when it detects that you're trying to make a counterfeit, it will throw yellow toner on every page. Yellow is the color of cowardice. And when you are a counterfeit, when you're trying to be like somebody else, when you're trying to use somebody else's why, you are a coward. Okay, so there's the ninth grade. Ninth grade, I'm witnessing people that want me to the Lord. They're embarrassed of me because I'm carrying my Bible everywhere I go to school, and I'm witnessing in class. And then I'm in the 10th grade. I'm still in Jennings. I was raised in Jennings, so I went to Jennings my whole life. But something unique happened. In the 11th grade, I moved 8 miles away to Welsh, Louisiana. Let's begin the slides. I moved to Welsh, Louisiana. Here I am in the 8th grade. I know. Most young people think rebellion and drug smoking is cool, because that's exactly what I was full of drugs and rebellion. That was before I came to the Lord. You can't see, but it looked like I had ant bites all over my face. Acne was bad because I didn't bathe a whole lot. I was very nasty. I had dirty pictures in my back pocket and a joint in my wallet. My mother had been married 3 times at the time and divorced. The 3rd time and was living with several different men. We were in the Markwood Apartments on Granger Street with 13 people in a 2-bedroom apartment. It was party, party, party. On Friday, Mama went out and she was gone until Saturday morning, bright and early. And all night long at 12 years old, I was able to do what I wanted to do. I'd ride my bicycle to 3 and 4 in the morning. You think, well, it must be great to have no rules. No, it's not. I hated it. I couldn't stand. Nobody loved me enough to discipline me. I could go and come as I pleased. We never had clean food, never had clothes. We never had anything. It was always just fix whatever you can find. It was just a big mess, a big party. It's what happens when you have no D in your life, no destiny, no discipline, no good desires. Hang on, next. So here I am. This is a copy. Now, this is going to be pretty tough because I didn't scan it. I used a camera. But I want to show you, this is my 11th grade. Say 11th grade. 11th grade. I'm a junior in high school. This is my yearbook from the 11th grade. So I took photographs with my camera. This is my first year at this high school. I'm the new kid on the block carrying a Bible to school. Let's go through this. Go. Talking about calling. There I am. Who says you have to be a geek to be a Christian? Bottom left-hand side of the screen, I'm right there. Most cooperative. I was voted most cooperative my first year at Welsh High School. Carrying a Bible. Not sleeping around, virgin, not cussing, not smoking dope, not listening to rock music, not watching dirty movies, not doing any of those things. Keep going. Friendliest, my first year at this high school. Nobody knew me. It was my first year. Next. Most scholarly, I'm in the middle back there. Here I am, my first year at this school. Next screen. Most likely to succeed. I'm in the front row next to John Fredericks, who, by the way, received the Holy Ghost. Witnessed him at Beta Convention that year in 1985. Went to the state Beta Convention. I began witnessing to him. While we were out there, there was a big dance going on. John Fredericks' nephews are here. Matthew, raise your hand. Boom, stand up. Jacob, raise your hand. These young men are here because as an 11th grade student, I was a soul winner. Stand up. Stand on the pew. Where's Jacob? Stand up, Jacob. Jacob, stand up on the pew. There you go. There you go. No, stay standing on the pew. Stay up there. Stay up there. They have a little trouble with submission. It's all right. Before these guys were born, before they were on the planet, there was somebody with a calling. Listen to me. I wasn't a pastor. I wasn't getting paid. I wasn't in full-time ministry. I was just a young person who had a call. I'm called. You're called. Thank you, guys. Sit down. Next screen. There I am. I'm still in the yearbook. If you can't tell what's going on, my back is against the ceiling. We're at the Beta Convention. That's whenever I witnessed to John Fredericks, who, by the way, received the Holy Ghost, as I mentioned earlier. And my back is, I got my feet on the wall and my hands on the other wall, and I climbed like Spider-Man until my back was on the ceiling. A guy laid on the floor and took a picture of me. And the caption reads, "You just can't keep a good man down." Forget it. Next screen. Now, I know this is going to sound and look self-aggrandizing. All I know to do is to share with you what I've done. There is no secret to my success.